Hello and welcome to the Rares Report for Monday, September 9th. At the end of this video, I share with you how much profit I'm making on my Rares trades, and I answer a couple more questions by you, my awesome viewers. Starting off our studies with Easter egg prices, we see not much has been going on, just languishing almost completely sideways, slightly downward, not much at all going on in Easter egg prices. Pumpkin prices also had a little explosion of prices here and then just laying flat and not doing much at all. When we go on to Disc of Returning, we see that there's been more volatility, which means that it's going in a larger price range. Saw a drop down to 200 million and then a quick spike up here and prices returning back. I think there is going to be something going on soon in these markets. When we go on to the wine prices, we can see that it's actually made a bottom formation and completed that bottom formation to now break out. So this is the number one point, the lowest price that it's been in the last long time. Then the prices from there went up, and then they started coming down a bit, but they did not go back below this point here to create a new lower low. Instead, they went sideways for a while, and then they broke higher than this recent high. So that confirms that this is the number 3 point, and it confirms that this is the number 2 point in this formation. And that makes a buy signal for this market right here by using this trading pattern and this trading strategy out of a bottom formation. Moving on to the party hats now, we can see that this kind of 1, 2, 3 bottom formation is actually shaping up in most of the party hat price charts as well. And this is really significant because these same type of 1, 2, 3 bottom formations and this kind of triangle formation has also been happening in the lowers markets, and the lowers markets have recently just broken out of this kind of formation and gone significantly higher. Let's continue to look at the rest of the party hats. We go on to see yellow party hat is making another of these bottom formations, but actually is nearer to breaking higher out of this bottom formation and completing a buy signal. So this is very close, an interesting market for sure. When we go on to green party hat, we can see another set of interesting triangles right at this bottom formation here. When we zoom out a little bit, we can see this triangle formation, a 1, 2, 3 bottom and then a breakout. And now we've got another consolidation that took about a week or so to build up, and it looks like prices are right at this trend line again. Right at this trend line, and if prices break above there, that's another buy signal for this market. And I'm looking for the buy signals because of the movement recently in the lowers. Here again in the red party hat, we can see a triangle formation, a 1, 2, 3 bottom right here, and prices broke out. They came back and they've been staying in this trend right here, and as they come to this point, this is either going to be a strong buy signal or a strong sell signal. And I'm thinking it's going to be a buy because of what's happening in all the other markets. Here we have white party hat, 1, 2, 3 bottom formation again, almost shaping up. Blue party hat, almost the same thing, 1, 2, 3 bottom formation shaping up, so that if prices do break higher than this, I do believe they will go significantly higher. Moving on to the lowers prices, this is where the action has really been taking off. When we look in the long-term chart here, we can see this is a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation here, 1, 2, 3. And when it broke out, that's a buy signal. So when it broke above here, that's a buy signal. It went kind of flat a bit, made a bit more of a triangle, and then broke and surged higher. And this is around the time that I purchased into all of the lowers as they broke above these formations right here. So we go on to blue Halloween mask. We can see that prices made a very tight triangle right here, bouncing off this bottom 3 times, and then started to show some strength. And as they went sideways in the channel here, a little bit of a triangle at the bottom, but the buy signal really is when they finally broke above this level right there. As they broke out above that, that was the buy signal for this. And there will be another buy signal when they break above this point here now as well. At the same time, it would be a sell and get out signal now if prices started to break down, especially if they broke down below these levels here. This market was a buy signal just as the others were right around the same time as prices sprung higher slightly. And they've made two slightly higher highs, but it's also come down slightly from this point here. So this is a potential top formation. It may be that the prices are going to retrace back a little bit before they go higher if the trend is now turning around. And of course, the alternative is that the prices continue sideways on and on and on for months to come. Santa hat prices gave a buy signal the other day when they broke out of this triangle here. And there was a buy signal here, and by the time I got into the market, I had purchased into the Santa hat at about this price right here. And then wasn't really watching, but here again is another potential buy signal as prices are building or bursting out of this triangle formation here. This is a powerful buy signal. Very glad I have my Santa. I'm holding on to it, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if Santa hat prices were to pause for a little bit and reconsolidate and come back to test this price range, maybe just a bit lower than that in this price range before continuing on the trend upward. And there you have it for the rares report on Monday, September 9th. These are good days if you are merchanting rares. Now, at the beginning, I said I would show you my profits on the rares trades that I've been doing this week. And we can see here that I have 4 rares in my possession, 1 Santa, 1 red, blue, and 1 green Halloween mask. And in total, I'm up about 12, maybe 13 million gold pieces on this trade. A small, slim margin, and some people will say, you know, you're only doing a few rares here. That's not a very big trade. You know, a lot of people have a lot more rares that they're trading and a lot more expensive rares. And that may be true. And it may be true that you don't have enough money to merchant rares, and don't let that stop you. You can do this very same strategy on other items as well by following these same chart patterns. And that leads me on to the questions that people have been asking below the latest videos. We can say here, is there anything like teak logs and free to play? And he's Rusk Official is referring to a trade that I showed in the last video here on September 5th, where I demonstrate a secret way of flipping items to make a great deal of cash while you're offline. It really takes very little time, but it really makes a lot of money because it trickles on while you're doing other things. And if there are other items like teak logs and free to play that work this strategy, you bet. This strategy works on all sorts of different markets. It's the strategy that works. It doesn't really matter which market it is, so long as you get the market at the right time. Then this strategy really works. It cleans up and you come back online and go, wow, there's a lot of money on me. So yes, there are some. And that ties into the next question. Can you create a video on the various patterns and formations? In fact, I've created an entire course on all of these chart patterns and formations that teaches you how to go about trading them, and then, most importantly, how to use these trades and these chart patterns with rule number 1 and rule number 2 so that you are managing your money in such a way that it's going to grow over time. Great video, put lots of time into it. Actually, I'm getting pretty good at doing these videos, so they're pretty quick to do now, but thank you very much, Demolishing. And Jacob says, I didn't say much about the yellow party hat. Yeah, they're all really moving the same. Yellow, red, green, purple, they're all really in the same lockstep pattern. When one goes, they all go. So there you have it, long, extended rares reports with some really awesome questions. Keep the questions coming, I love them. This is Link Builder signing off for the rares report on Monday, September 9th, 2013.